Hello, good afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I've come on today because I've actually finished the horse. So I'll show you what it's looking like. So that's Oatly the horse. It's supposed to have his front arms down there like that. So he's got hooves on. I haven't done as much as is on the pattern. I'll just show you the pattern again. So that's Oatly, which is the one from Zoomigurumi, and this is the amount of mane he's supposed to have on here, which I don't think is necessary anyway, but I think you know by now what I feel about getting this on by having to latch it through. I don't enjoy it at all, so I've copped out and I've just done a very small amount of it. It's not neat at all. I think this is something I'll probably avoid in future if I possibly can. I just don't enjoy pulling it through. This one I've ended up pulling the stitches so much I daren't tug on it anymore to do a plait. I feel like I've weakened the fabric by pulling it through. So maybe I mean, I think it looks okay. I'm not disappointed with how it looks, and I didn't really want that much of a mane anyway. But even so, it's not been nice to finish off at all. All the parts were easy to crochet for it, but it's just not been nice to finish off. The other thing that I didn't like, oh yes, the head strap, the amount of stitches it told me, and I never usually have a problem with like getting things to fit. It's usually right once I've done it. I had to redo it and put extra stitches on because there was no way that was going to meet where the strap goes round the muzzle. So I feel sure that's a mistake. I mean, I'm sure I'm capable of making an odd one. It's either mine or the pattern designer, but it wasn't right how it was done for me. Well, shall I tell you colours? I think that's probably the best thing, isn't it? So I've got it written down here because obviously there's a few more colours than I normally have. The base obviously is the James C. Brett 100% cotton DK in sand, which is the one that I had problems getting. I've now got 5 balls, by the way. So there's going to be a lot of this in my future, I think. The brown on the body is Serda Happy Cotton in Cookie. The white strips, the muzzle, the head flash, and the whites under the eyes is Serda Happy Cotton in Shower. The black on the bridle is the same one, Serda Happy Cotton in Licorice. The horseshoes, that's Serda Happy Cotton in Pebble. It's the only grey I had in the same sort of yarn, so I used that one. And to put a little bit of pink on the cheeks for a blush, so I used the Serda Happy Cotton in Bubblegum. I also used, for the mane, it's one of the colours is the Serda Happy Cotton in Cookie. And the other, the dark brown, is it's one I got from Amazon. It's called Hello Cotton DK. It's a fairly cheap one actually, but I don't think it's available anymore. And that was in dark brown. I got it when I was doing a load of robins last year to give away at Christmas time. So I think that just about covers them. 12mm safety eyes, and I use the 2.75mm up that I prefer. So it's done. I can't say I've enjoyed the finishing off at all. Sometimes it comes together really well, doesn't it? And then other times I don't know whether I'm struggling with the weather, so everything feels like it's a drag. I said to my husband last night, I felt like I was like stitching, well, crocheting one stitch a minute. It was like it was going really slow. So I don't know what it is, but anyway, he's done, and I like him. And of course, that project was for hooking up with books, which the closing date is the 15th. I think that needs to be submitted by the 13th. Of course, that's run by Cassandra, Craftably Ever After, and Caroline for the Love of Crochet. The book that we were doing was the Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. It's a book that was written by, it's a short book, a children's book called Charlie Mackesy. There's some really good interviews with him actually on YouTube, though. One that were done with Christine, she used to be called Christine Bleakley, she's Christine Lampard now, she's married to the footballer Frank Lampard. If you want to look that up, it's very good. Takes his dog around with him everywhere he goes as well, which I think is rather sweet. So it's a book about friendship, it's a very endearing story. So there's that one. I've bought one of these overhead twisty phone holders. So there's a lot of people said that they struggle with stitching things on, so I am planning the next toy that I make up. It won't be the bear though, because I've been told that brown or dark coloured yarns are not good to see on tutorials, so it'll be the first light coloured one I do. I will try and go on and show you how I stitch. But like I said, I'll give you warning when I'm ready for doing it. And then the other thing I've got to show you, I said I've bought some material to go on the next challenge we're doing, which is the one for Fall in Love. So this is one of the materials I got. So I thought it'd come in useful for future because it's got strawberries on it, it's got bumblebees, so I thought anything I need a little bit of material for, I thought that's bound to cover it. So those colours would go with it. And also there's this one I got, actually it's not as red as I thought it was going to be, so but this is the one that I thought I would be using for the paws and the ears. So I still think it'll look okay though, I'm not worried. I just wanted something with a small floral print, so hopefully that'll be okay. Like I say, if it isn't, that one will be fine. So the main thing will be to get it on straight. That if I can do that, then we're winning. So I think that's it for now. I don't think of anything else to show you. I can at least get on with the bear now. I feel like I need something that I'm going to be confident with after tackling old Oatly. I honestly, I don't know why, but it was going so well. It were all wonderful when I were making all the parts. I absolutely loved it, and it's just the making up. I don't know whether it's because there's so many things to stitch on. I mean, we all know how hard it is to get like little thin things like that on. So I don't know, but anyway, I'm sure you'll all think he's amazing because he does look good. I think now he's actually done, but I wasn't convinced we'd get to this point at one point yesterday and today. It's definitely pro rata taken the longest of any amigurumi that I've ever done. I think I'm going to see if my friend who I used to work with, I retired, I think I told you I retired at the end of April. One of the ladies I used to work with, her daughter's got a pony, so I think maybe she might like it. I'm hoping so anyway, because I don't really know who else would want it. So anyway, enough negativity now. It's great. And I've finished him on time, so it's a win-win situation. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you.